Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I do want to show off. I know unboxing videos are kind of dumb, but my Malazan Box of the Fallen has arrived. It says Book of the Fallen. I said it reversed. I hope it's not reversed. We'll find out. I think it is reversed actually. Oh well. Maybe I can fix that in post. So I ordered the special edition Malazan book 123 from Broken Binding in the UK, and it has arrived in like a very cool actual like Malazan Box of the Fallen. What does it say on here? It's just advertising. Also, there's probably proprietary information that you guys don't need to see. Unfortunately, they put a big sticker on it, and by they I mean Canada Border Agency Services, which is covering up part of the box, and I can't see what it says, but it says like no grow something. I think it's a quote from it might even be a quote from the Crippled God, which is what I really want to find out, but it's a freaking sticker. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know what it says on there, but it says no something and then grow something at the bottom of it. Anyways, so price wise, delivery wise. So I got my email saying they shipped it literally a week ago today. So they shipped it. The email telling me it shipped. It was literally 7 days, and it arrived at my door, which I thought was really really fast for shipping across the Atlantic Ocean. Also, I did have to pay duty on it, which I did not expect. So the straight up price was $273 Canadian dollars, but I also had to pay, I guess, a tax and then a handling fee, which came to $24. So when the guy shows up with the box, if you're Canadian, you'll have to pay another $24. Should be good to know. But I guess that's just tax, which we don't get taxed on books, so I'm not sure why they're taxing me on these books. The handling I can get, but I don't know. Maybe I could fight that, but like, why would I bother? Yeah. So here it is. Literally says on it, Book of the Fallen, and then it has, I guess it says Malazan, Book of the Fallen, and it's got a logo that's the, I think the Broken Binding logo, which is like a spaceship and space with a book and a sword, because they do science and fantasy. Okay, we have to actually open this thing. How do I open it? Get these stickers away. And you can't even see it. Dun, 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 dun. This isn't gonna work, is it? Dun, 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 dun. How does it? I'm gonna have to figure out how to open this. I can't just show it off. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the thing that was covered up, we can now see. Is this the opening to Gardens of the Moon, or is it a Crippled God thing? It says, "Now these ashes have grown cold, and we open the old book." I have to check, even though I could literally check in one of the new ones. Yeah, it's literally the opening poem thing. Now these ashes have grown cold, we open the old book. Yes, we are history relived, and that is all. Without end, that is all. Oh. It begins again. I've read these books, this whole series twice, but I'm so excited. I mean, I have this really nice first edition Gardens of the Moon. It doesn't have the dusk jacket, which really sucks. But like, this is my current Deadhouse Gates volume. Like this great big as in thick, but tiny paperback. I do have a nice Memories of Ice hardcover book club edition. But what a mess! What a mess! This Book of the Fallen. Ugh. So hopefully in a couple of years we'll have the full set of these. Okay, so the first thing we get is this, which I knew this was coming, but For whatever reason, I thought it was going to be postcard size. So this looks really good. So this is, if you can believe it, a collection of all the different maps. I believe all of the maps. I mean, we've got Jakaruku on here, which is not even in the Book of the Fallen. We've got, I don't think it is. It's a Blood and Bone thing. Jinnabak is, of course, 7 cities, but like 7 cities is here, but it's even got the western part of 7 cities, west of the Jagodan. Letharas, of course, Assail and Bale, Stratum and Fist, Coral, Genistal, which I don't even know what that is. I don't think we've ever been there that I can know of. But oh, this is cool. I do notice there is a slight bending here, and a slight issue. But other than that, wow. The Malazan map folio, the notable settlements, kingdoms, and regions of the known world, compiled under the orders of Fist Jujek One Arm, cartography by Tal Shepherd. I don't know if Tal Shepherd's like a real life person or if that's someone from the book that I should know. Very, very cool. The Malazan 3-clawed toe holding the orb. Wow. So that's just super cool. I mean, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of well, it's not gloss. I guess it's kind of matte. It kind of feels glossy. It's kind of thick, but it's not like really thick. What it needs is a frame. It's going to find a frame, and it's going on the wall because that is really cool. Even as a small thing, I can find a place for it next to my other Malazan prints I have. Whew, okay. It's like Christmas. How can we get the rest of this open? So we've got lots of bubble wrap, which is nice, showing that they wrap this up all nice and neat for us. Let's just pull this whole thing out of here. Okay, so this is our Malazan box that it literally shipped in. It's like got all the stickers on it. But it's cool they made a custom box for it. I mean, I guess the price, you would expect that. So now we have this very bubble wrapped something that looks like each of the books are individually wrapped. So, whoa, they really wrap this up. So if you really want bubble wrap, I highly suggest buying these books if you're ever in the need of bubble wrap. Oh, look at this. Okay, they're all... It's like a little gift. It's got a black bow with like a kind of a goldish brown wrapping paper that they've individually wrapped each book. And can you guess which one this is? Memories of Ice. Look at the size of it. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. And it just has a sticker on it that says Malazan. Sorry, Malazan. Ooh. Bit of a faux pas there. Wow. I wanna just take a picture of just this like this. Just like look at this. Oh. I know this is kind of silly because I imagine anyone who would watch this would be someone who maybe already ordered it. Maybe if you haven't ordered it, I think you still can order it. So there's a whole bunch of weird things where they did a first batch, but the paper was really thin, so they're like, we don't want it that. Let's do it again. Which honestly, like kind of like thin Bible pages, feel really nice when you're reading a really big book, just like onion skin pages. But there's like a bleed through where you can see the other pages. Anyway, so those ones are still for sale, I believe. And those ones are signed, but then there's a second edition that's not signed. I'll be honest, I don't know if these are signed or not. So I was in the second batch. I wasn't the first batch because I wasn't a subscriber to Broken Binding, Broken, whatever they're called. But I got in as soon as I heard about this. So I think I was in the second batch. I got an email telling me that I was in the second or third batch. I ordered these in July, and it is now March. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months. from the release date. Whew, okay. Anyways, zoop. Let's just like take this. Oh, I feel like I'm I'm undressing a lover. There's our lovely ribbon. Whew. All right, so the books are literally individually wrapped. Oh, mon Dieu. Okay. This has to be Gardens of the Moon. I love them. I kind of want to keep them as is. They're so pretty. All right, how can I get into them without making a huge mess of them in the books? Too late. So look at that. Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson. Wow. So it's a very nice matte finish with raised text, Gardens of the Moon and Stephen Erickson. Book 1, Malazan Book of the Fallen. Bit of a gloss on the raised text there. You can kind of see. Oh, it looks good. Doesn't that look good? The Battle of Pale, the Siege of Pale. Just iconic. And there we have nondescript mages. Maybe that's Taishran. Maybe that's I don't know. I'm too excited. Ooh, but look at the ravens and the yeah. Anyways, I mean, we've seen the artwork before, but to see it on an actual book. So there we have. Interesting that it still says Bantam, published by Bantam. So I'm not sure how publishing works. If they like, Bantam has the rights, but this special company can make special editions, but it's still technically Bantam. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. And then we have, oh, that must be okay. So we have like black and black, which is really interesting, and it's like kind of a rough black. I mean, these are probably going to wear as you read the book. And then of course, wow, the edges. So I've never had a book with painted edges like this. Like, look at this. I hope you can get a good view of that. I mean, this is clearly Anamandaris himself, with Dragon of Her unsheathed, yikes, and a whole bunch of Teist Andy, with like pikes surrounding him. Wow. And we have some other nondescript soldiers, which, as we'll see as we unwrap the other books, we're going to sort of get the full picture on those. But let's just crack this one open. I noticed on the bottom here we've got what looks like a little cloth bookmark thing, I guess you would call that. So there is a bit of like flaking up top here, and this isn't something like I just want to. I'm not being really picky. I don't care. These aren't the Subterranean Press $1,000 editions. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you just like open the first page and then it's like boom, there he is. Wow. Let's just get this dusk jacket off. Bled dry by interminable warfare, infighting and bloody confrontations with Lord Anamander Rake and his Teist Andy, the vast sprawling Malazan Empire simmers with discontent. Even its imperial legions learn for some respite. For Sergeant Whiskeyjack and his squad of bridge burners, and for Tattersail, the second legion's only surviving sorceress, the aftermath of the Siege of Pale should have been a time to heal the wounded and mourn the dead. But Darujistan, the last of the free cities of Genebacus, still holds out against the Empire, and Empress Lacine's ambition knows no bounds. However, it seems the Empire is not alone in this great game. Sinister forces are gathering as the gods themselves prepare to play their hand. Conceived and written on an epic scale, Gardens of the Moon is a breathtaking achievement, a novel in which grand design and a dark and complex mythology, wild and wayward magic, and a host of enduring characters combine with thrilling, powerful storytelling to resounding effect. True. Oh my goodness. Let me just undress this for you. Bam. Suddenly, Mark Simonetti. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm such a nerd. So yeah, I was just reading the inside of the dust jacket, and then of course we have a very old photo of Mr. Erickson himself, wearing some sort of archaeology hat. Wow. Canadian author, of course, by Canadian. Not to get political. Cover art by Felix Ortiz. He's the one who did this. Typography by Jeff Brown. Border art by Mark Simonetti. Oh, he did the border art and interior art. Wow. So by border art, I'm meaning this. I think it means this. Anyways, wow, look at this. Simonetti classic. I say classic. Like, we've seen this image before. This is like Siege of Pale, which this is, you can see, kind of based off of that just classic scene, but just the scale of this, the mountain that is Pale here. I'm sorry, Moonspawn. Jeez. And then of course the mages here, Taishran, or it's not Taishran, it's Bellarden, Hairlock, and Tattersail. With Pale there, and all the crows and ravens. It's printed on like I think this is like a cloth, and it's honestly, it feels a bit dark up here. I don't know if it shows up great. Again, I don't care. I'm okay with that. Same thing on the back. And then we have for the edge, which I believe is the same as the sort of same design, but of course this, I should show the full dust jacket, is a big contiguous front to back scene there. Very cool. So how am I going to display these? Am I going to keep the dust jackets on? Am I going to display them like this? I mean, displaying a book like this is very strange to me, but maybe I will. But I do like, I don't know. It's almost too much, not too much art, but like, you can only appreciate so much at a time. So, oh my word, there he is. There, I don't want to open it too far, but that is Dragnapur Unleashed. Wow, with the chains. Whew. All right, Gardens of the Moon. It is signed by the man himself. I don't really care that much for signing books. Like, to me, it doesn't even really mean that he held this book in his hand. He literally just held like this page in his hand, and like his signature's literally just like he's doing thousands of them at once. So it's not that special to me, but it is kind of cool, you know. Like, it's blue ink. He literally did do this. Yeah. So that is cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to be signed, so that is kind of like a little bonus. Dedicated to I.C. Esselmont. Worlds to conquer, worlds to share. It's such a cool story that these books exist, and just the story of how they came to be. Okay, so the text size is pretty big. Not pretty big, but like a good size. It's not really super small text, so I do like that. Let's see what's in the back here. I literally do not know. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, this is my computer desktop background and has been for some time. Quick Ben and Clam staring out over the blue lit city of Darujistan. Gorgeous. I don't know what it is about Darujistan that we always imagine it having lots of domes, like very like Hagia Sophia, Istanbul vibes, but with minarets and whatnot. That must be described in this book, but yeah, you always see Darujistan. It always looks like this, and it's always beautiful. We got the moon there, and I'm gonna actually take a look at it myself now. Wow. I don't know how I feel about Quick Pen, like got fire in one hand and like arcane orb in the other. I don't think that's ever a thing that Quick Pen, especially, let alone any mage, would ever do. But visually, it is nice, and it does show that, you know, Quick Pen, he's the wizard. And Clam, also, like, you can tell like the dark complexion on their skin just from this, and the Quick Ben being bald, and Clam like being a bit beefy, and it even looks like he's got like his dreadlocks there. Like, it's super identifiable that these are the boys. Oh, I just love that, the blue lighting and the sort of purple into the stars around the moon, but with the red in the foreground of the cloth draped between the cities with the flat top square buildings. And I don't know if Darujistan is this like sloped, like this is very much a tiered city, which maybe it was. Maybe I just didn't visualize it that way, or maybe this is exaggerated for artistic effect. But oh, I'm going so much into detail, but I love this, and I believe maybe I'm wrong. I'm getting greedy now, but like, are there also artworks within this book? Let me just see if there is any. Author's preface from the 2007 paperback. No, it doesn't seem like there's any interior art. It'd be kind of silly if there was. It would. Whoa! I just saw some. And I know exactly who it was that I just saw. Okay, so this is not like throughout the book. So we have the dramatis personae, of course, and then the next page, raced, right? The Jagged Tyrant himself. Look at those tusks. I mean, that seems a bit exaggerated. I never imagined them with tusks like that. But you can kind of get a glimpse of it. Who's across the other page? The only one that can stand down the tyrant himself. It's Krupp. It's Krupp. He's on his donkey. He's just Krupp. I mean, look at the size of him. Who else could it be? He's just magnanimous Krupp. I always want to call him Krupp. But it's Krupp. Wow, he is well proportioned. That poor donkey. I love that greasy sleazeball. Look at him, sleazeball. That's really mean. Gorgeous. So now I'm curious, is there more? It's kind of weird how I don't know how I feel about this, but like, see this white line at the top? Like, there's not white on the edges or the bottom, but there's this weird white line at the top. I don't know if that's a weird formatting thing or what, but I cannot complain for getting some extra art. Now these ashes have gone cold. We open the old book. The Emperor is dead. Spoilers. The stains of rust seem to map blood seas on the black, pocked surface of Mock's vein. Oh, chills, bro. Okay, so then we have our glossary, and then at the back of the book is the author's preface from the 2007 paperback edition. We have an about the author, and then some more advertisements. Not advertisements, but saying like, buy this book. This book's next. It's just listing all the books of the Fallen. Wow. So that was Gardens of the Moon. Let's put the nice dusk jacket back onto it. I really don't want to rip or tear anything, obviously. I want to be careful. Not just because of the cost, but okay, one book down and we're freaking half an hour into this video. Where can I put it? Where can I put it and keep it safe and keep it secret? Put it right on top of Sandy Branderman. All right, Deadhouse Gates. Finally, I have a hardcore version of Deadhouse Gates. Oh, Deadhouse Gates was my favorite. I think Toll the Hounds is my favorite, but Deadhouse, the Chain of Dogs, like, incredible. There it is. There he is himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Coltane, newly come Fist of the Seventh. Wow. Oh, it smells so good. New book smell. What was on the back of this one? Now these ashes have grown cold. Okay, so it is the intro from yeah. So this one is, it is one thing to lead by example with it is one thing to lead by example with half a dozen soldiers at your back. It is wholly another with 10,000. Wow. So again, boom, boom. A bit beefier. Black and black. And this one we have a moon spawn in the top, and I'm going to say Coltane at the bottom. Maybe not, though. We have soldier with spear on horse. Let's say Coltane. And also the continuation of the black. Banners of the Teist Andy. just match these up. There we go. There's our scene. Wow, look at the ravens flying out of Moonspawn there. This is going to be such a long video. All right, so let's just strip this one down. I'm not going to look at the art. I'm just going to take the dust jacket off it first. There it is. The scene of fording the river. I can't remember the name of the river. Is that the one with the butterflies? Oh, that one gets me every time. It had to be crows, not butterflies. Wow. That is such a good Coltane. The horse, it looks, it's very painted looking. The horse especially. But then there's a lot more detail in Coltane himself. The Wiccans, the Wiccans, the Wiccans. I love that one. Okay, I'm not going to read all that again, or we'll be here forever. Okay, whoa, okay, again, the Simonetti. The storyline that not everyone's really not happy with, but not doesn't enjoy as much. At least I don't, as Chain of Dogs. But we've got Heboric, I believe, Fellison the Younger, not Fellison the Younger, just Fellison. She's pretty young though, and I guess Bodin maybe. I can't remember this time. We're going to the Path of Hands, I believe. But again, beautiful Simonetti. Yeah. Okay. Let's see who's in the end paper. It is Shaik the Younger. Was it Shaik the Younger? It was Fellison, and nope. There they are. Leomin of the Flails and Toblakai himself, Karsa Orlong, who is looking fabulous. I can't quite see the flails on Leomin, but just the size difference between the two of them. They're standing side by side. That's a really cool scene. I haven't seen this artwork before. So her opening the book of the whirlwind of Dirigna, whatever it was called. The clouds, the coloring. This, yeah, wow. Oh. Okay, what else do we got? I'm greedy for more. Once again, it is signed. Surprise, surprise to me. Dedication, acknowledgements. We have our maps. One has lots of maps. Oh, look who we get. Wow. I didn't think we'd oh, this has got to be, I was like, who is this? Not Haboric, but well, first of all, there is Mappo Runt and Icarium, of course. What a tragic story. Great characters those two are. And here we have Duiker, Historian Duiker, which, man, I love Duiker. I just finished Orb Scepter Throne most recently, a reread of Orb Scepter Throne. Anyways, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, Imperial Historian Duiker, and again, the I guess the tusks aren't as exaggerated in this one, but it's like Icarium's half jag, so I guess maybe that's why. But I think I appreciate them more this way. And then Mappo, oh, he's like patting his back, and he's kind of like looking weird, but he he's concerned for his best friend Icarium. Oh, can't wait to experience these again. Again, this one has the same weird white border on top, I'm noticing, but not on the sides or the bottom. Anyways, I don't know what that's all about. Okay, let's see what's at the back. Oh my goodness, this one. Okay, wow. So the Solanda in the Warren of Talan with Olar Athel, the freaking soul taken elate Talanimas, Azathani, whatever she is. Wow, look at that. That is quite the amazing artwork. The scale of the dragon seems a bit exaggerated to me. Also, I've seen a lot of complaints that the Solanda shouldn't have been like a 17th century European ship. It should have been like a trireme, like Greek style, and that's what makes it stand out. But nevertheless, that is amazing. With like the tail swooping around and sort of the dead eyes of the dragon. What an incredible scene. I love the Solanda. I love Gessler and Stormy and that just that the fact that those characters, again, I don't want to spoil I can't spoil anything, but uh, I love this. This is these. I mean, this is my favorite book series of all time. Yeah. Whew. So we're just wrapping this one up. Back up. Oh, there it is. I finally have a Deadhouse Gates. Again, running out of space to store these temporarily. I'm really gonna have to rework my whole shelving arrangement. I mean, there is not any room anywhere. I've got like books piled on top all the way up to the ceiling tiles. Anyways, okay, final one, the big one. Memories of Ice, which I think is a lot of people's favorites. I mean, it's a great one, no doubt about it. I always tell, like I talk to many people that haven't read this, but I always say, if you're going to give this a chance, read at least until Memories of Ice. If you can read to Memories of Ice and it's not for you, then it's not for you. But there he is. He is not yet done. Ictovian shield anvil with his hands raised to the Talanamas. Wow. Oh, he looks good. Oh, look at the Talanamas with the oh. I mean, I'm just gushing. Don't mind me. We humans do not understand compassion. In each moment of our lives, we betray it. Aye, we know of its worth. Yet in knowing, we then attach to it a value. We guard the giving of it, believing it must be earned. Talanamas. Compassion is priceless in the truest sense of the word. It must be given freely in abundance. That final part's one of my favorite quotes. Compassion is priceless in the truest sense of the word. It must be given freely and in abundance. Oh, and oh boy, look what we got. Look what we got here. Ka-chain Chamal. There they are. Some kill hunters. That is so cool. I'm really excited. I know someone who bought these books and has never read the series before, but saw the chance for special editions and bought them. And I don't think they know that the Ka-chain Chamal exist in this world. And I can't wait for them to be like, why are there raptors with sword hands? You don't even know, man. Oh. All right, let's combine the three of these. Whew, how am I going to hold these? I mean, first of all, look at the coloring differences. The red, the green, and the blue. Beautiful. And we're going to very carefully try and line these up. And there it is. Look at that. And Amanda Rake, Coltane, presumably Malazans in the foreground, although they look way better equipped than I would imagine Malazans. When I first saw it, because I think I've seen this part, I don't know if I've seen the full 10 book, because I don't know if it's even finished yet, but I assumed it was a scene from The Crippled God, which I won't talk about. But the fact that, okay, we'll just say it's clearly not. But yeah, wow, look at that. That actually does look good, like edge printing. Wow, so many different ways to so many different ways to display these books. Wow. Okay, this one is a beefy one. Memories of Ice. I forgot how long it was. I wonder if, I mean, look up here. Memories of Ice does not look that big. Bone Hunters is about as big. These versions are a bit different, but Crippled God and Dust of Dreams look even bigger. Okay, let's take off this dust jacket. Nope, I'm not looking yet. Okay, what do we have for our Simonetti cover? Oh, the Mekros. The Mekros city. Look at that. It's like made up of ships and towns bound together and frozen in an iceberg. Oh, and there we have our Segula friends. Wait, Segule. I can't remember. I'm out of frame. I can't remember how to say their names. And of course, Lady Envy herself, and those doggos that I can't remember their names. One of them seems to have a sword impaled in him. Don't quite remember that. I think one of them was like an eye, and of course, same thing on the back. I really like this blue. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got on the interior. Oh, I can't wait. See, now seeing the Simonetti artwork, I wonder if we're going to get the Animander rake inside. And again, okay, that's spoilers. We'll save that for book 8, my favorite book. Anyways. Oh. Is this Capustan? Is it Capustan? This is clearly Gruntle and Stony. I was gonna say Stormy. Red hair. Yeah, look at them. Wow. Okay, I gotta take a closer look. Does he have his barbs? Oh yes, he does. Oh, he really does. Oh, he's barbed up. He's really barbed up. Oh, that is so good. They're like covered in blood. Stony is looking very pretty, which I don't know. Yeah, sure, she can be pretty. Why not? What's wrong with that? And just a bunch of like tennis scoury, I guess, coming for them. But like, yeah, he is a Barbie boy. Barbie, but like he's got barbs. Like, he's giving off Wolverine vibes here, in the best possible way. You know what I mean? Wow, that's a cool shot. The lighting on that with like the tennis showery kind of in the darkness, and then these two in the limelight. Whew. Welcome to 1 hour of me gushing over books. All right, let's see what we've got. Okay, this one also signed black ink, not blue. What does that mean? He probably went through quite a few pens. I think actually he posted a book or like a photo somewhere of all the boxes of stuff he signed. I don't know if he sent like, if I'm just making this up, but like a box of pens he went through to RS London. I think that's his father. Okay, what's our special black and white artwork? Ooh, okay. So we've got this one here. I'm gonna be honest. At the top of my head, I cannot guess who this is. There seems to be a woman leaning against him. Oh. Oh, see, the beard was whiter. Maybe it's because it's in black and white. But yeah, there's like a dark complected woman leaning. This is Whiskey Jack and Corlat. Like, holy cow. That is so sweet. I don't know why I didn't recognize it right away as Whiskey Jack. Maybe because he didn't have a helmet. I was associating him with a helmet. But the beard should have been a giveaway. And with Corlat there. Which it's kind of hard to see her because of the darkness. But I mean, come on, she's Tice Dandy. Of course, it's going to be dark. And then, of course, we have Tool, First Sword of the Empire, and Talk. Poor Talk. Talk the Younger. Talk and Aster. I'm not sure. I think at this point it's just Talk the Younger. Wow. Best friends. Very, very cool. I'm surprised how tall Tool looks in this. I always imagined the Amas as being much shorter than humans. Talk, does he have one eye at this point? Yeah, because he loses his eye at Pale. You can see he's got like a scar there. Very cool. Very, very cool. I did not expect that Whiskey Jack. Okay, what do we got in the back? This is our last reveal. What could it be? Oh, that scene. Oh, Moonspawn dripping over black coral. I gotta look at it myself. I gotta feast my eyes. Oh, and the soldiers all looking up at it, and this sort of, you can see the destruction of the city below. And I mean, the only thing, I mean, it looks great, but the only criticism I can have is like the lighting. So for having the lighting on Moonspawn, like, it looks gorgeous. However, like, not to be a nerd, but this was a full unveiling of Corald Ghislaine, Elder Knight, at this point. So I think everything would be light except for Moonspawn. But wow. Contrast that with Moonspawn on the cover. Kind of looks similar. I think it's the same artist. But like, look at that. The soldiers just sort of like looking up in despair or in joy or in relief, depending on circumstances. These books smell so good. Let me just crack it right down the middle. It's making noises I don't like. I'm so very careful. Ever since I was a child, when I would read paperbacks, I would like only open them up like this much and read because I didn't want to crack the spines of like paperbacks. But then you get to like this Deadhouse Gates, which is like it's been like, I mean, even this one's still pretty stiff. I haven't folded it all the way. Anyways, wow, that is that. Okay, whew. Deadhouse Gates. That was my unboxing, me gushing over these 3 books. Holy cow. I'm gonna try to get this uploaded. Oh, I'm just putting the dust jacket back on, and I'm seeing Gruntle again with Stony. Wow. Oh, and there's Black Coral again. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, let's get these books out. There they are. Oh, this is an awful angle. Wow. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna make this video any longer than it is. I highly recommend you purchase these books. For 3 books with this much full color art and whatnot, plus this and just the gorgeous wrapping and everything. This was truly like a Christmas birthday extravaganza. Well worth the like $300, and I will 100% be getting the next 3 books, well, the next 7 books as soon as possible. Yeah, thanks for watching.